Good morning. We are milking this morning. I haven't been real religious about milking just because we have been really busy. A lot of you know that we had 2 sweet little grandbabies born in the last month, plus all the goats and the coons had their kids and piglet, I should say. So this week I started milking, and I thought today would be a good day for me to kind of walk you through my process, give you an idea of how we do things. So last night at about 8 o'clock we came out and separated kids off of the mamas that I am milking this morning. I'm milking Mulan and Belle and Jasmine right here. And all of their kids are in our little, I don't know, sleep area for the babies, I guess. This was the area that I milked in for a couple of years. It worked out really well, but I had the opportunity to turn our shed into a milking barn and clean it out, and so we did that. And so I've been inside the little milking barn for the last 1.5 to 2 years. This area is a little storage room. We actually have hay in here stored, but there is a little walk-through into my barn, and so I put the mamas in there, and then I will open the door in the barn and let them come in. So now I am in my barn. I've put the girls in the little storage room. We converted our little storage shed. It's a 16 by 12 or it's a 16 by 20 storage room. Come on, girls. And there they are. Come on, girls. But see, they found a little bit of, come on, girls. They found a little bit of alfalfa, and so that's what they're eating. So looks like I'm gonna have to go in there and grab them. So I went into the little storage room and got them in here. Usually they just pass through, walk straight in here, but I've got a little flake of alfalfa in there, and so they are, you know, worried about all of that. And so once I get them in my little storage waiting area, which also is a birthing stall. We used it this winter for a birthing stall. We've used it for a farrowing pen. It has lots of nice uses. But I've got chains on my fence panel here, and so I will chain all the girls to their locations, and that way everybody stays nice and calm, and they are waiting. Goats are really good at repetition, and so I've tried to train them to sit here and wait for me. Mila is my herd queen, and she is usually the first one that we milk every morning, but she's had some issues with her udder and her milk. I want to say it's mastitis, but I'm not quite sure. I haven't tested her milk yet, so, but I'm doing what we need to do to treat that at this point, and so she's going to be retired for this year. I'm not going to milk her, and see if we can get that cleaned up. But anyway, so next on the next up will be Mulan. She typically gives almost half a gallon. We are about 6 weeks into milking right now, and I haven't been real religious, like I said, about milking every day. But she's got kids on her, so I haven't been too worried about it. Her, all the kids start going away the 2nd week in April. So once that happens, then I will be absolutely milking every day until we go on vacation. And then I'm going to be drying everybody up. But I've got another group that's going to be kidding, and so that will carry us through, hopefully till the fall. Let's get started. Okay. The girls know we've done this enough that they know where they're supposed to do, and my little feeder is empty this morning. I had Mila up here checking her seeing how she was doing. So I wanted to show you my feed also. We purchase our feed. It's called Feather Creek. We get it from our local meal. It's a mix that a local dairy put together years ago, and it's proven to be a really good mix, but I have added whole oats and black oiled sunflower seeds to the mix, so they get that every day when they're on the stand. And I give them as much as they will eat, or however long it takes me to milk them out. Kind of wash my hands. My spray bottle has apple cider vinegar and water. That's what I started using, and that has always worked very well for me. So I have not changed it. The little baby goats are gonna go crazy over there. Okay, so first thing to do is clean her over. Oh, couple squirts. Good girl. And so that's throw away. And then my, she's already done. So we are going to take a couple squirts into my little filtered can. Make sure there's no clumps. We've cleaned out the plug. Nice and pure, clean milk. And then this I pour off to the kitties. I milk into an ice chest. We put together a little hand milker that we use with this little brake bleed gun. It holds pressure and hooks right up to their little teats, and we can milk. And it's fairly sanitary. It works for us. There's lots of ideas on do-it-yourself milkers. You just have to research it and YouTube it. One here, one here. When I first started, I could only do one at a time. I wasn't quite, you know, practice makes perfect. And as we're building pressure, you can see my gauge is going up. I will massage a little, and we have flow. And then I'll just maintain my pressure to continue the flow. It takes a little longer to do it this way, but it saves my hands. I have some issues with my hands, and so hand milking 3 or 4 goats really is not ideal for me. Come on, girl, let it go. There we go. There we go. Good girl. Now this one. Come on, Luann. She is my little pain sometimes, and will not stand still, and she's dropped that. So then I end up just doing one side at a time, which takes longer, but still saves my hands. There we go. It takes me about 15 minutes, I guess, if I was to be honest, to milk out Mulan, maybe 20. And then I usually finish her up hand milking, but she's still got kids on her, so I'm gonna not just completely empty her. But anyways, you can see our process. these milkers. I'm milking into a half-gallon mason jar, ball, wide mouth mason jar. That's in an ice chest with ice. Keeps it, starts to cool it immediately, which is ideal. And I put it in a rolling ice chest. I cannot carry it out here, so I bought an ice chest that has rollers and a handle. And that's what we transport our milk back and forth in. Okay, I'm about finished with Mulan. Just showing you. She is nursing 3 right now, her first time having triplets, which we were just so happy that she gave us triplets. A little single doeling and 2 bucklings. So I am actually going to leave milk. I'm not going to empty her all the way. If I was going to do that, her udder would be completely floppy, but you can see that there is some milk up there. And you can massage it and she'll let it down. But she's been holding back because she can hear those little kids in there. And they haven't nursed all night long. 12 hours, and they're probably starving. So I'm going to close this with her. Just going to wipe her off. And then I have put together my own little udder balm that I use to moisten or soften and moisturize their udder. And so I'll just give it a good, that way she's not getting chapped. It's all natural and nothing in it to hurt kids. And she is done. We will let her back out. I'm gonna let her off the stand. And when they are, I hobbled her earlier because she kept sidestepping and stepping all the way over to the other side, and my hoses aren't quite long enough, and so I hobbled her so she would be a little closer to me. And she thinks she's going to finish this bowl, and she's not. Come on. Come on. You're all right. Come on. Yes, here we go. I open, and I will put her right back where she was, and she will wait patiently to be turned loose. I'm going to prepare for the next goat. There's a little bit in there still, so my next one that I've been milking in the line is Jasmine. She knows what to do. Jasmine is a first freshener, and so I will not get as much milk from her as I do Mulan and Mila. But I am super excited about Jasmine. Her udder is absolutely a dream to milk right now. Super soft. Her teats could be a little longer, but I'm hoping that improves with her next freshening. Super happy. I feel like she's got very nice conformation with her udder, and hoping that her next freshening improves, and she's one of my top milkers. I am just doing 1 teat at a time, and you can see that the pressure is still the same and the milk is flowing. At this point, I really haven't I haven't measured how much milk I'm getting. Like I said, I'm not emptying them out because they still have kids on them. So I'm leaving some. But you can see the hand pump works very well, and like I said, you guys can research that a little bit and put these together fairly easily. We've brought the milk inside, and I pour into my milk jars, which my sister, when I first bought Mulan and Mila, had these little raw goat milk jars in Oregon, and she had found them at a sale or something and sent them to me as a gift, so I really appreciate that. A lot of you follow her too at Hanson Never Done Farms. She is right under me as far as I'm the oldest in our family, and she is second to the oldest. We have been super close for several years, and even though we're miles apart, we talk to each other several times a week. And having the farm and doing the goats and all of that has just been an added bonus for both of us, because we can chit chat with each other and text message and send pictures, and she gets it. She gets it and I get her. So it's been super, super sweet to have that relationship with her. Anyways, okay, so milk is in order of who I milked. So it's Mulan, Jasmine, and Belle. Belle I didn't take a whole lot from because I'm wanting to taste her milk to make sure it's going to be good enough to drink, see what maybe she might need. She's been my goat that I've had a hard time keeping weight on. So anyways, I didn't milk her completely out, but you can also see our setup that we have. Teat cups. This hose goes into the gun, and I milk into a mason jar with a canning lid and seal, and Brian has put these together for me, and I just really depend on them. I would like to have a setup for each goat, that way I'm not having to switch out the lid, and we actually do, but we've had a few little issues that I need some repairs on a couple of them that we haven't got to yet. So anyways, first thing is I'm filtering my milk. We use filter cleans from, I buy these from Jeffers, and they're pretty inexpensive. I think they're like $6.75, less than $7 for a box of 100, and they work super great, and no particles, hair, filters it all right out. And I've got a very nice stream. I will never go back. So anyways, this is Mulan. She gave almost 3/4 of a half a gallon. I'm not really weighing or measuring the milk right now. Her milk is fantastic, and we are using it. So at this point, it's just milk her so that we can get it and put it in the refrigerator. So next girl, I change out my filters for each goat. I don't know if that's you know, recommended or necessary, but it works for me. And so that's what I do. This one is Jasmine. Her milk is fantastic, very rich and creamy, and we just use it. I am separating the milk just for video's sake at this point. Their milk is really good, and I don't have a problem mixing their milk, and I will probably do that later. And then it's Belle's, and like I said, we're going to have to taste her milk, let it cool, taste it, see how it tastes, and figure out if we're going to keep milking her or if she needs to be put on a little regimen for better milk quality. I started out using coffee filters, thinking that I could save us some money, and that would be great, you know. they would catch all the particles, and it worked fantastic for a while, but the milk did not stream through the filters as fast as I thought it should, and so I gave that up. Anyways, those are ready to go in the refrigerator. Cleaning our milking equipment. I run hot soapy water through these, and then I have a spray bottle that I have some bleach in, bleach water, a couple squirts in each tube, rinse, 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 and then they just hang to dry. I've been using this system for 3 years and never really had an issue with it. Okay guys, that's it for today. So if you could like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, we would really appreciate it.